Hello, VIPs. How you doing? How you doing, huh? How you doing? What movie is that? Because I don't know. Oh, good to be in your energies. It was so amazing to be with all of you last night who could make of our insights. Whoa, that was a rally. I was like, that was 40 people in an hour. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, oh my gosh, so amazing to be in all of your energies and love it. That's our new kitty cat voice in our household. Okay. Marty, I was just looking at that license plate. There is a woman that comes to me and her husband's in spirit named Marty. And anyway, that just means that she's coming. So I'm excited to see her. I wonder if she's going to be at my spirit store this Saturday because that's the town that she lives in. So thank you, Marty. So interesting stuff that's coming through. And I want to just put this all together, and it's almost like I want to say it's somewhat new information. Hi, Susie Q. Top of the morning to you, and let me know if this is already happening for you or how this works or what your thoughts are. So what I'm noticing is in the mornings when I tab my journal, so I tab from the day before. And so what I notice is that helps me to connect the dots backwards and to see like what happened, to see, how things unfolded. If I put something out to the universe, how it came to me, or, I had this thought of some sort and somehow it came to fruition. And so it's interesting when I tab because I will tab and then I'll think another thought, and then that thought is on the next page. But what's tricky is that it's almost like I feel like it's unconscious, or I'm just like, wait a minute, so I knew that thought was on the next page and I wrote it yesterday, but it's not clear, it's not right here where I know 100% without a doubt that on the next page I'm going to see this next thought. And so I was thinking through that, and it was interesting during the phase 3 Brainspotting. It was interesting how the instructor, David Grand, had said, that with artists, and when we're writing, there's stuff that we write that is unconscious, right? And artists do things that are unconscious. Hi, MJ. Hi, Mikkel. Good to see you guys. And so with that, just recognizing that kind of like quote unquote unconscious. So I'm just chewing in this, formulating this because it's like almost brand new, like aha for me. So backtrack to 5 years ago, and I've been tabbing for years, I've been writing for years, so I go through a journal every 3 weeks. So I mean hundreds of journals at this point, hundreds. And it's funny because I have like a little closet, and then I have all these shelves of all my journals, right? So 5 years ago, I burned 40 of my journals, just up in smoke by. And, all those ideas and those thoughts. And I remember my son saying, "Oh, mommy, your wishes are going to heaven." And I was like, that's a really good way of putting it. And I remember like kind of talking with spirit and being like, okay, so what's going on here? What's going to happen with all those ideas and insights that I have like worked so hard to bring forward? And spirit said, oh, they'll come back. Those thoughts, those ideas, that'll come back. Those insights, we'll drop them in. And so this morning while I was journaling, I was thinking about that, and they're going to drop them in. And then I thought about it with the brain, just because I'm doing so much brain work. Spirit's going to drop these insights back in. Let's say they dropped them in to begin with, but I'm part of this, right? I'm part of this. So these are my thoughts, and these thoughts that I put down on paper at one point and then burned. Perhaps they're from spirit, perhaps they're from me, but at any rate, they're still there, right? They're still there. And so with that, just looking at intuition and looking at our brain and looking at the subcortical, which is where that intuitive sense is, that some of the information that we already have, a lot of the information that we already have is being like intertwined with spirit, or being intertwined with insights, or being intertwined with intuition, right? So I'm like, guys, bring it home. Help me out here. And so with that, it was interesting this morning because I was like, oh, that is intuitive. It is intuitive that I kind of know what's on the next page, or I'm thinking about what's on the next page. It's also my thoughts. And so again, I'm just chewing on it because somewhere in my unconscious, that information is there. And so what comes through in readings, and it's interesting, like with my medical intuition, they will bring me back to, spirit will bring me back to the cadaver lab or the anatomy lab, and I'm like, oh, this, and I know that this muscle attaches to here, and this. I already have that information. And so spirit, intuition is drawing that out of brain and bringing that forward for those insights. So again, I'm formulating this. Again, it's like, it feels like new information to me. 999. I keep getting, like, chapters are closing, more chapters are opening, books are opening. So recognizing that intuition is in our brain, recognizing that intuition does have a lot to do with our thoughts and also the unconscious. And what comes through is almost like being able to tap into other people's unconscious, or being able to tap into the unconscious of the universe, or the unconscious of spirit, or those entities, those energies, and then drawing them into brain, drawing them into our thoughts, and just realizing like we already have them. So with that, you know, I know a lot of times people are like, well, I don't know. Is this what it is? I don't know, you know, and looking at that claircognizance, or looking at the knowing. And I feel like perhaps if we recognize that a lot of this is already in our brains, a lot of these thoughts are already in our brains, that's the knowing. We already know because it's in our brain, right? So chew on that. Tell me what you think. Would love to have any thoughts in formulating this further. Do you guys have these thoughts? Hi, Stacey. Hi, Amy. Hi, Shannon. Good little rally this morning. So enjoy, and yay, so much more to come. Okay, talk to you soon.